Alright, so how's everybody doing? I'm finally back with another video. It's been a while. Don't really want to get into why it's been a while, but everything's cool. I guess a video that I've been planning on making for a while was about freedom of speech and the fact that there are still a lot of people that don't understand the nuances of freedom of speech. People like Tim Allen, for instance, actor Tim Allen, who believes that present day Hollywood is like 30s Germany. But before I go on, I would like to read the definition, the Cornell University Law School definition of the First Amendment. The First Amendment guarantees freedoms concerning religion, expression, assembly, and the right to petition. It forbids Congress from both promoting one religion over others and also restricting an individual's religious practices. It guarantees freedom of expression by prohibiting Congress from restricting the press or the rights of individuals to speak freely. It also guarantees the right of citizens to assemble peacefully and petition their government. Okay, so what that means right there is that you are free to speak, and you won't have to worry about the government putting you in prison based off of what you speak. Of course, unless you're slanderous, libelous, or you lie under oath, which is also perjury. It's really bad. But of course, libel and slander, it's all subjective. Someone might decide not to take you to court or put you in prison because of that. But you are not protected by your boss, who might feel like you are a racist, a sexist, a xenophobe, a transphobe. If you say those things in the workplace or around the workplace, or one of your coworkers hears it, they can go to your boss and tell them that, and if they're insulted by what you say, you could get fired, okay? You're not protected under the First Amendment for that. If someone on the street hears you say horrible things and they decide to call you a racist or a sexist, then they're allowed to do that. It's freedom of speech, okay? You're not getting put in prison. You are rather getting ostracized because you are saying horrible things, okay? And they have every right to call you racist, sexist, any of those things, okay? Because that is their freedom of speech, okay? You said what you said, now they're gonna say what they said, okay? It's a strange, nuanced thing that people don't seem to understand. They seem to think, oh, my free speech is getting infringed upon because I'm being called a racist. No, that's not how freedom of speech in the United States works. I don't know how it works in other countries, but in the United States, okay, you're not going to prison, right? It's very, very... I'm sorry, Tim Allen. It's very different from the way it was in Nazi Germany in the 1930s. When Jews and blacks and Mexicans. If today was 1930s Germany, all of those people would be going to concentration camps because they would be deemed as less of a person. Okay, Indian people. Middle Eastern people, anyone who isn't white and Japanese, and it would be sent to concentration camps. Anyone who's a communist would be sent to concentration camps, okay? Anyone who's mentally or physically disabled, concentration camps, okay? Some of them would be death camps. These people would work until they dropped, because they are people that aren't considered people in society, okay? I mean, you can compare the two. I mean, you can say, oh, they're infringing, Hollywood's infringing on my free speech by ostracizing me when I say horrible things. Okay, well, it's their right to do that, okay? Is there a right to take you along with them, or not take you along with them if they level up, if you do or do not level up to how they see society. But I don't even really think that's happening, because according to this article where he's saying that Hollywood has become like 1930s Germany, he says, you gotta be careful around here, Allen said on Jimmy Kimmel Live. You get beat up if you don't believe what everyone else believes. This is like 1930s Germany. I highly doubt, Tim. Unless if there is something out there saying that Tim Allen is getting beaten up because he's a conservative or spurting conservative beliefs, I would like to see this, but that's just so crazy to me that I don't even know. I can't believe that. It's just so crazy to me. If it's true, then it's true. But Tim Allen, oh, how lucky are you? You have your own TV show. You have your own TV show. If you're being treated poorly in this 30s dystopian Hollywood, you're a privileged man. You have money. You have a sitcom, I believe. Not to mention, you voiced your opinions about Barack Obama. You called him a communist. So, let me tell you something, Tim Allen. You are not a victim in this. You are absolutely not a victim. Unless you can show me that you have been beat up like other conservatives in Hollywood, okay, then maybe I will go and, agree with you. But you've been allowed to speak. You've been allowed to complain about things, which is fine. You have a right to complain. Under freedom of speech, you can complain without being thrown in prison. Nobody's throwing you in prison, so therefore, what's the problem? Because here's the thing, Tim. If Hollywood was the way you thought it was, or you want it to be, or your personal agenda, right? You wouldn't be saying anything, right? Because there'd be no problem. If you had conservatives attacking liberals in Hollywood, you'd have nothing to worry about, bud. So, you know what? You can continue to complain and act like the sky is falling, but it's not. It's not. And that's all I have. That's my lesson on freedom of speech to Tim Allen and anyone else who needs a lesson on freedom of speech. That's all I have.